Another top story, the new currency notes of 500 and 2000 rupees are now out. After the announcement of demonetization of notes of 500 and 1000 rupees on Tuesday, the government and banks are now working to ensuring smooth transition into the new system. Banks are open today to help people exchange such notes or to deposit money in their accounts. Further, the government has also asked banks to remain open on Saturday and Sunday as well. The government has also decided to suspend the payment of fees at toll plazas on all national highways till 11th November midnight. Meanwhile, sensing some inconvenience which people may face, the government has announced various measures to help people buy daily essentials with old rupee notes. The government has extended the use of old high denomination currency notes at government hospitals, pharmacies in government hospitals, bus tickets at government bus stands, railway ticketing centres at railway stations, the airline ticketing counters at airports, metro stations and milk booths till 11th November. And the government has allayed fears that the deposit of small amounts of cash will invite scrutiny from authorities. Union Finance Minister Arun Jaitley has clarified that small deposit will result in no hassles to the common man, but added it is only those with large amounts of undisclosed money who will have to face the consequences under the existing laws.
It's only those who have large amounts of undisclosed monies who will have to face the consequences under the tax laws itself. And you already have the tax laws in place. Nothing new is intended. And under all our existing laws, whatever accountability they have, they will have to face that accountability.
And speaking after the inauguration of two-day Economic Editors Conference 2016 in Delhi, the minister said it has been government's endeavour to make as many decisions as possible through a large consensus route. He added, in fact, the government's effort has been to ease the environment to do business in India. However, the minister said we still did not get the due recognition from this from international agencies.
That we must ease the environment in which business is to be done in India. And I must acknowledge at this stage that for the kind of steps we have taken, we still have not got from international agencies the full recognition for the effort that we've put in.
The finance minister also said that the government has been keen in assuring that subsidies reach the deserved. He added that since the GST Council is a federal body and decisions are completely based on consensus.
Rather than resort to votings and divisions on every small issue, we've been trying to discuss, rediscuss, prolong discussions and then reach a consensus. And so far, most of the major issues we've been able to resolve through that consensus. Only the last stages remain, and I do hope we are able to resolve that by a larger consensus also.
One of the major objectives of the entire exercise is to plug loopholes in the current system which were exploited by the anti-national elements for terror financing. The government will be keeping a close tab on the happenings to find out more details on this issue.
One of the objects was to also find out who's funding terror. And therefore, once that currency gets into the banking system, the identification from a national security point of view also will be helped.
Union Finance Minister Arun Jaitley has said that rules will not bend for anyone following demonetization of higher currency notes in the country. The government has made it clear that any relaxation at this stage to anyone will be a ruse for dumping black money into the system.
I'll request orally that some sectors are different, so an exception should be made in their cases. These are all opening doors for introducing unaccounted money once again. We will not oblige any such sector.
Chief Economic Advisor Arvind Subramanian has said that instead of seeing it as a reduction of wealth, the entire exercise of demonetization must be seen as transfer of unaccounted wealth. He was speaking at the Economic Editors Conference in New Delhi.
as a reduction in wealth of, the unaccounted wealth. It should be seen more as a transfer of that unaccounted wealth from the private sector to the government and public sector. Because remember that the unaccounted money that doesn't come back, which of the notes that doesn't come back, is a boost to the RBI and therefore eventually the government. So it is not a wealth reduction in the economy, but a wealth transfer.
And let's now try and understand various aspects of the demonetization announcement made by the government. Here are the frequently asked questions in the minds of common people, you and I, with regard to this big decision as far as demonetization is concerned. Well, these are the questions. How much value will I get? And the answer to that is, of course, where can I go to exchange notes? And the answer, exchange facility at all RBI branch offices, bank branches and post office branches. Where can I go to exchange notes? The exchange facility at all RBI branch offices, bank branches and post office branches. The next question, need I go to my bank branch only? Well, answer to that is for exchange up to 4,000 rupees in cash, go to any bank branch with valid identity proof. For exchange over 4,000 through credit to bank account only, you may go to branch where you have an account or to any other branch of the same bank. Can I withdraw from ATM? Well, once ATMs are functional, you can withdraw from ATMs up to a maximum 2,000 rupees per card per day up to 18th November. Can I withdraw from ATM? Well, that's the answer to that. And of course, the limit will be raised afterwards. Can I withdraw cash against check? Well, yes, you can withdraw cash against withdrawal slip or check subject to ceiling of 10,000 rupees per day. Can I withdraw cash against check? Well, yes, like we said, with overall limit of 20,000 rupees in a week up to 24th November.